Good morning, almost afternoon. Happy Monday when I'm filming this. Welcome back to the vlog. It has been a long time since I have been able to vlog consistently. I'm trying to get back on the wagon. There's all the excuses in the world for why I don't feel like doing it, but I love doing it. The longer I go without vlogging, the harder it is to get back into it. So I thought we'd start fresh on a Monday, but we just got back from a walk. We've had a really slow, relaxing morning today. We had a busy weekend. I'm also trying to remind myself my kids are young enough that I need to just enjoy us not having to be at school drop off or be here or here or here, because sure, that season is coming, and right now we're in a season where we don't have anywhere to be, so it's okay to have slow mornings. But I figured I would take you guys through. We have some new rhythms, new routines, things I'm excited about, things we're trying, and I thought I would just vlog. So I have a timer set in here, and so in about 10 minutes it'll be quiet time. We will go up for the in about 10 minutes, well, like 8-ish minutes now. This is our new timer. It goes all the way up to 120 minutes, and it's visual, obviously, and it beeps super loud. I think you can even set alarms with it, but we got that specifically for helping out with quiet time for Belle, like helping him understand how long to stay in his room for. I'm not super strict on it because I don't want him to have any sort of negative association with his bed or his room. So if he's for some reason like really not wanting to stay in there, I don't like try to make a big deal out of it. We can just do quiet time in the living room or somewhere else. But it is nice on the days where he will stay in there so that I can get some cleaning done or work or anything really. So once that timer beeps, we'll go up for quiet time. Theo is very tired. He's like laying on the floor. Basically send Belle up with his Tony, and I try to put some snacks in there too sometimes, and Theo usually will take a really good nap. But yeah, I need to make like a list of what to do so that I can actually be moving and get things done. I wanted to share, I'm trying to just support my nervous system. I think I said this a few vlogs back. Support my brain health and my nervous system. I'm slowly moving towards making like some huge diet changes for my brain health, but also supplements have been a big game changer for me and being consistent with them. So I just took those this morning, and hopefully they will kick in time that I can just get some stuff with it.
Synonym, get away from me. Yardstick ball in order.
Apple sauce, cheese, cucumbers, and pistachios.
You set me free. I got a new cannon.
So I usually set up a Tony for him, and he has them all in this basket. He's got quite a few characters now, but if you don't know about this, you can get a creative Tony, which means this character comes blank, which I've seen people customize these and make them look like different people. This is just one we picked out, but I uploaded a bunch of Bible stories to this one, so now when he turns it on, he can listen to Bible stories. So we'll let him pick out which one he wants to listen to for quiet time.
Brimstone bombshells. When a good boy took his fire pills, living in a spooky time, scared as hell and trying to heal. But now I got a new cannon. I met a wild companion. I got a new cannon. I found gold in the ashtray, honey on the knife blade. I got a new kiddo.
Go. You lined them all up? Who's this one? Oh.
God, you know me better than
Yeah.
myself.
Wow. I didn't mean to knock him down.
God, you know me better than
No, I didn't.
myself. Oh, are you gonna give me that list cleaner? Oh, are you gonna fill up this whole container? I got a new.
Well, somebody didn't want to take a long nap today, and somebody else didn't want to stay in their room. But I was going to show that routine has been working really nicely for us, because usually by the time, I think this one is still tired, it just didn't go the way that it normally does today. But normally Belle will stay in his room for about an hour. He'll come out, we will watch National Geographic together, and this one wakes up. This one wakes up after usually like 2.5 hours, but he only napped for an hour and 15 today, so that's okay. We're gonna make lunch, we'll pivot, and take you guys along.
Yeah. I got a new kid. I found gold in the ashtray, honey on the knife blade. I got a new kitten.
Whoa! Earlier I said that there's many reasons that I haven't been wanting to vlog lately. And today couldn't be more accurate of a representation, because it's 4 p.m. I think I've touched the camera 3 times. So that's what it feels like. I'm just in a season of motherhood where both my boys are at tricky ages. I've never been here before. I've never had a 3.5-year-old and almost 1.5-year-old, and there's just so many complexities that come along with being 3. And the older that my kids get, knowing that they're like becoming more emotionally intelligent, they have more feelings than they've ever had before, and they don't know what to do with it. And just like discipline, knowing that we're leading them in the right path, and just all of that, it's a lot. And a lot of days I don't feel like I'm doing a good job at all. But I just have to trust at the end of the day. Like, I'm giving my kids to the Lord and trusting that He knows my heart, and He has a heart for them as well, which I know that He does. He has a heart for them. He cares about my boys. He cares about the path that they go on, and just every day offering them up to Him. But with that being said, it's just like the here and now feels pretty hard right now. I don't know if I'm doing an okay job at it. I had a lot of friends tell me that the specific stages that both of my kids are at is pretty difficult. Was difficult for them too, but it's just like still doesn't really make it any easier when you're in it. And so yeah, that's just been getting me down a little bit, and exhausting me as well. But I'm trying to just seek the joy of the Lord in the middle of it, because I want to, I know, literally, as cheesy as it sounds, I know that the joy of the Lord is where we get our strength from. And I know that Satan can steal joy so easily, especially from a mother. If he steals joy from a mother, the whole home loses it. The whole home, it's gone. If the joy of the Lord is not in the mother, the whole home will not have it. Prove me wrong if you want. But so I'm just trying really hard to seek Him through this, to have joy, to also seek wise counsel too, and just like be an intentional parent. And that that probably all sounded like so heavy, and I don't mean it that way. I literally love being a mom. I love my kids. I feel like I have great kids. It's just this new phase of like, oh, we're no longer just like having fun and occasionally having to say no. Like, we are having to have real conversations now and like explain things, and he can ask why. And it's just like, we're stepping it up. We're on the next level of parenting that I was like, whoa, how did we get here already? You know, it's just humbling. Parenting is so humbling. That alongside of just like the sheer fact of I need more structure in our life. I need to genuinely need to have more structure, more routine, and just overall show up better. And I've been saying that for a long time, and I've given myself lots of grace because the past year and a half of our lives has had a lot of external factors that I feel like made it okay for me to be a little bit more lax. But now I'm like, you know what? It's time. It's time. I just want to be a good steward in every area of my life. Motherhood, being a wife, being a daughter, being a friend, a sister. That's where I've been. That's what I've been up to. God has been teaching me some lessons. He's been so good and so gracious. I have to say, I feel like the luckiest girl sometimes because I am surrounded by, seriously, like, you know how they say if you're like the smartest person in the room or like the most successful person in the room, then you need to like make more friends or something like that? I will honestly say I know for a fact that I have a friend group and community where I'm like, I feel like I'm always at their feet, like just like learning from them, watching and asking questions. Like, a lot of them are older than me, wiser than me, have walked with the Lord longer or in more depth than I have gone through more trials than me, have been married longer, have been moms longer, have more kids, have just like, I feel like I'm literally surrounded by such inspiring mothers and wives, and that has seriously made my journey so much easier, watching other people who do it and do it the way that I like really want to do it. I'm like, wow, like they really parent by the Spirit, and they really involve the Lord in every decision. And it's just like, I feel grateful for that, because there was a season in my life where I had great friends, but a lot of them weren't in the same season as me, or had never been there, or were like looking to me to like learn from me. And it's just nice to be a student of life where we're at. Like 4 p.m. I'm just now having my second, like my little afternoon coffee that I like to have. Just now putting on makeup. I don't know where the hours between 1 and 3 went, but they went like this, and they also went like my whole point. I'm just getting ready because I like to feel put together when Austin gets home. It just, something about it helps me feel a little bit better, even though I know he does not care. And honestly, by the time he gets home, my makeup is so like crusty, dusty, wiped off by toddlers that I end up taking it off. I do need to do some quality time. I can tell, I can feel it. I also need to spend some more time with the Lord, because truth be told, I was so distracted on my phone this morning that I didn't do it. I wanted to show you guys. So I am committing to loosely homeschooling this fall and winter, mostly just for the sake of having something to give us routine and structure, and also keep me from just like, yes? Berries? Yes? Mom? Oh, I love you. Let's get berries. Berries. Can you close it? Close? Oh, thank you. Anyways, committing to some very loose homeschool just for the sake of giving myself some more structure, keeping myself from being like a really, I don't know, the type of mom that I don't want to be this winter. You guys kind of know how much I struggle with seasonal like affective disorder, I get really, really sad and just like off, not myself in the winter months here because we literally don't see the sun. It is overcast for like 6 months straight. So that being said, I had this 3-tier rolling cart and it was in the playroom, but then I got a free side table off the side of the road, replaced that, switched it over here, and I was like, perfect timing to make it into our homeschool cart. And I've been slowly putting together some stuff for us to do. And I want to say I am so loosely using the term homeschool because we are not really following a curriculum at this moment. I just want to like engage in creative play and learning together. So I made him like a morning menu. I've seen these everywhere. I'm going to find a way to put them all together, like either a binder or just like a hole punch with some rings. But I printed these out. I made them all on Canva and then I just doodled. So this one is, today is, and he'll circle with a dry erase marker, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah. And then a how I feel chart with emotions that I drew. So there's happy, sad, calm, angry, tired, frustrated, excited, and silly. The weather, he'll circle the weather I'm grateful for, and he can circle one of these things, or we can voice something that's not on here. And then some small learning ones. This is like shape matching, and only I'm doing like the first 3 numbers of tracing. He still doesn't really like do well holding utensils that great, so I'm not expecting, like for his age that's normal, so I'm not expecting him to be able to do that, but I still just want to offer lots of different things. So we made those. We've been doing a lot more coloring, so I know he'll love to do that. Hi! It's Spider Hulk. No, that is so cool, Belle. Things that we have on our homeschool cart is like coloring books, all of our coloring utensils. We've been doing a lot of that anyway, so I think he'll be excited about like doing that and learning. And then I picked up some books literally just from Aldi or random stores. This one's like sticker activities and learning about dinosaurs. This one is alphabet tracing for Bible words. She scribbled in some. So just like little books like that, coloring, crafting stuff, puzzles. Play-Doh has been really good for us. And then another small thing that we have been doing is after his like quiet time, we watch National Geographic together, and we've been trying to focus on like one thing at a time. So right now we've been learning a lot about bugs, and that's been super fun for him and really engaging. So that's like my homeschool. My plan is like maybe an hour a day, and that might even be broken up between several parts of the day. And then I also want to like get outside, and then I have a friend group where we are going to try to do like a nature co-op, rain or shine, all through the winter, which I think will be really awesome. Like I said, I feel so beyond lucky to have friends that are like light years ahead of me in every aspect, to where I can just learn from them. This is a rash decision. Should I paint my dining room that color? Because that's the sample that I have. And today, my Amazon package came in. I am taking my older sister to a Renaissance fair for her 30th birthday, and it's actually this weekend. This is the corset top that I'm supposed to wear. I literally don't know how to put it together. And then I'm wearing a purple skirt. I thrifted like all these ribbons, and I think I'm just gonna be really colorful and fun, and it's totally out of my comfort zone, but I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. Me and Theo up right now. What is wrong? What is wrong? We have a play date this morning, so we have to leave in about an hour for that, so I'll probably go get Belly up. He woke up kind of early this morning and came into my bed and then fell back asleep. But let's read a verse together, because this is where my Bible was like I closed it when we were at church, and then I reopened it, and this is where it's at. John 14, which if you guys don't know, one of my all-time favorite verses, actually a verse that like kind of started my YouTube channel, John 14:27. But this is John 14:1. Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God. Believe also in me. My Father's house has many rooms, and if that were not so, would I have told you that I am going there to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, so that you may also be where I am. You know the way to the place that I am going. Thomas said to him, Lord, we don't know where you are going, so how can we know the way? Jesus answered, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you really know me, you will know my Father as well. From now on, you do know him, and you have seen him. Philip said, Lord, show us the Father, and that will be enough for us. Jesus answered, don't you know me, Philip, even after I've been among you for such a long time? Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. How can you say, show us the Father? Don't you believe that I am in the Father and that the Father is in me? Like he's saying here that his character, his persona, his whole like Jesus becoming man is literally him showing us God and God's heart. Believe in me when I say that I am in the Father and the Father is in me, or at least believe on the evidence of the works themselves. Very truly I tell you, whoever believes in me will do the works I have been doing, and they will do even greater than these, because I am going to be with the Father, and I will do whatever you ask in my name, so that the Father may be glorified in the Son. You may ask me for anything in my name, and I will do it. And then he goes on. Honestly, I might need to reread the book of John, because I'm about to literally read all of that. If you want to get to know Jesus personally and not just like read the Bible for religious reasons, please read the Gospels. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Read them, and keep reading them until you feel like you know Jesus, you know his heart, and then dive into the rest of it, because, it's just so life-changing. But anyways, that being said, I'm going to finish up my coffee. We're going to make breakfast, get out the house. We have a play date with a bunch of church friends today. Oh, and the last time that we went, we all spread a happy little stomach bug around. So I'm hoping that today everyone is healthy and nothing gets spread and passed around. I hear you. Some mornings they fight the whole morning, like yesterday. Other mornings they play so great. Okay, got lunch packed. So this container I just have grapes, bananas, some apples, and then apple pouch, string cheese. This is for myself. Pack for yourself, moms. Feed yourself. This is not a lunch at all. I will eat a real lunch when I get home, but this is just a snack because I know I'll get hungry. And then in the oven I've got their like chicken nuggets and broccoli bites. I'm gonna get myself ready really quick because we have to leave in like 15 minutes. And as I said, feed yourself, mamas. I made a breakfast sandwich. Yes, baby. Whoa. Mommy's gonna set a timer, and when it beeps, we have to get dressed so we can go bye-bye. Deal?
Deal.
Okay. I made myself a breakfast sandwich, and I have to force myself to eat because I need protein. I need to start my day off right. And actually, I want to lay out my vitamins now so I don't forget to take them before we leave. To share this sandbox with you guys, I did get it sent to me by Vivor, but this is not sponsored. But we've used this so much throughout the summer and into the fall. The boys love it so much. It can close with this little wooden lid that also converts into bench seats, which they love to like eat their snacks in here or use this as their clubhouse because it does have a nice adjustable canopy cover over the top. It was pretty easy to put together. I did have to have Austin help me with a couple things, but I'll put the link in the description box if you guys want to check it out. I feel like it's very good quality for the price, and we've definitely gotten plenty of use out of it this year. Just whipped up some homemade marshmallows for my coffee. I accidentally beat them a little bit too long, so there was a little bit too much left in the bowl. Can you use the spoon instead, baby? That way your hands don't get all sticky. So he's finishing off the leftovers. Usually my recipe turns out much better. Like, they're all smooth and it fills the whole pan, but I just was multitasking with the kids. So this is what they're gonna look like, and I chop them up and put them in my coffee, and I use this gelatin, and it's so good for your gut, good for your hair, skin, just really good for your body. Well, they have to rest overnight so that they get set up, but you can have one in the morning. But you're actually eating it right now, see? That is marshmallow. Whoa! Can you try it? That's a big bite. We can wash them. Sleeping baby on my back. He skipped his nap today because we went to that Playdate. It was so fun. I just feel so blessed for the community that I have. So fun, and I prayed this morning that God would help me to enjoy it, to be present with my kids, but also prayed for really good behavior and obedience, and that is exactly what happened. We've had a great day today despite the nap getting skipped, and then we also have some friends coming over in a little bit to visit. They just needed something to do, so they're coming over. I'm going to tidy up the house and freshen it up a little bit. I always like to fill my diffuser so my house smells nice and clean when people come over, and tidy up the playroom, of course, because that's where they will be. And then, yeah, Austin will get home, we'll cook dinner and do the whole thing again. I'm hoping to sneak in a workout tonight because I haven't done it yet today, and I'm just really needing to be in a season of my life where I do the hard things to make my goals happen. Yeah, a baby wipe would work. Who? For breakfast? I don't know. It's been a couple days since I picked up the camera because muffins with blueberries. Ooh, maybe mommy can make some. Yeah, I'll try to make some muffins too, and you can help me, but first I have to make your eggs, okay? Yeah, it's been a couple days since I have vlogged because my camera was broken. Like, literally, it was broken, and now it's fixed. Bless you. And I'm so grateful because I was really bummed about it yesterday. Like, I had just told myself, I'm like, I'm gonna get consistent with YouTube again. Hold up, help me. With you. You're welcome. Because I took a shower and I was so excited to be consistent with YouTube again, and I also have a brand deal coming up, and my camera broke, and it just like would not, nothing was happening. The lens, basically I dropped it while I was filming, and I was just like so worried, and we just fixed it, didn't we? And it was so exciting. I literally jumped up and down. I was like, thank you, Jesus, because this has happened to me one other time, and I ended up having to completely buy a new lens, but this time I was able to fix it. That is a dirty pot. I have to wash it. But it is a few days later, as I said. I have a hair appointment in a couple of hours, and I need to get these boys breakfast. We need to clean up this house. My mom's coming to watch them. And here's my new hair. I went darker. I got a little bit of a trim, and I got like little bangs. I think I want more bangs, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I told her that and she was like, well, let's wait. But I do think, I'm like, maybe we want them up here. I don't know. I love it. Austin hasn't seen it yet. It's been a whole day. I'm making dinner. I have muffins in the oven that Belly helped me make. The boys are enjoying Play-Doh and snacks. Let me pause my music. And this is the current state of my kitchen, because did you know that if you actually use your kitchen, like a lot, it's probably gonna look like this. I'm hoping that this chicken is done in time for dinner. Not banking on it, to be honest. I have no idea if it will be ready in time, but we have like some healthy muffins in the oven that he helped me make. I'm gonna try to, as quickly as possible, get this kitchen cleaned up, kind of have like the house in a better vibe, like with some diffusers going and everything before Austin gets here, just to give the appearance that, like, yeah, it's put together here, even though it's chaos all the time. Remember, I'll try to put the muffin recipe in my description box. These were 0 sugar added. I think they're perfectly sweet. They're not like sweet, but they're just perfect. It was sweetened with banana and I added a tiny bit of maple syrup. And they're very healthy. I added other stuff to kind of bulk it up. Like we added ground flaxseed and stuff like that. But delicious, easy, and like a good way for your kids to have muffins without it being super high sugar. I have zucchini cooking, and then we're having like a pesto pasta chicken bake that I'm making. And Austin's home, so I'm gonna try to get the table like set up for dinner so that we can all just eat, maybe have the house cleaned up. That way after we eat we can just spend time with them and get them down for bed. They're definitely gonna be tired. I also cracked my sourdough out of the fridge after months off, and she's looking lively. I've fed it twice and it has doubled in size both times, and it's nice and bubbly, so that's a good sign. It just doesn't really get used much in the summer, but it's about to be getting used a lot all fall and winter.
I got a new cannon. I met a wild companion. I got a new cannon. I found gold.